Ooh boy, I'm shocked I'm not being swirlied and shoved in a locker right now for making this list. What list, you're asking? Well, when I was a teen, I was once browsing my local bookstore, chapters at Eaton Center, Metrotown, yo, and stumbled across the Star Trek TNG novels. They were colorful, accessible, and had some fascinating concepts. The first one I bought was Rogue Saucer, about a test saucer section hooked up to the Enterprise that was hijacked by the Maquis. I basically read it all that day, and this kicked off a love of Star Trek novels. I have tons, but I know I'm nowhere close to what some fans have. Anyway, I'm not here to review these novels because other people have done that, and I haven't even read them all. Instead, this is based off a comment my mom once made way back in the day when she saw the cover of The Death of Princes, noting the depictions of Troy and Crusher looked better than the actresses themselves. Coupled with a few weird depictions on other novels, I'm gonna rank the cover art for the TNG novels. This is part 1 through 10. The criteria are that it should be interesting, relevant to the plot, and accurately portray the central characters to the story. That seems to be pretty straightforward, right? Number 1, Ghost Ship. Okay, Riker and Geordi look accurate, but Data is freaking me out. Also, that upside-down Battlestar Galactica? That's not the titular Ghost Ship. The Ghost Ship is a Soviet aircraft carrier. Memory Beta thinks it's a research dinghy that Riker pilots at some point. I'm giving this one a D. Number 2, the Peacekeepers. The story mostly revolves around Geordi and Data, so where are they? The depictions of Picard and company are fine. I kinda dig the space station. I'll give it a B. Number 3, the Children of Hamlin. God, what's with that purple? And the bubbles are a depiction of the alien ship? Yeah, alright. Enterprise looks kind of bad. I don't know, this just looks bad. D. Survivors. Data, what is going on? I'll admit I like how Yar's depicted, and the subtle image of two escapees fleeing, but Data is giving me weird vibes. C. Strike Zone. Wesley is apparently 11 now. I'm not mad about the design of the Klingon, whose name is Tron, apparently, but it's a little weird. The stylized Enterprise and the Creel ship work for me, so I guess I'm gonna give that, I'll give that a B. Power Hungry. Apparently we've recast someone else's Riker, and Troy is now 16. I can't really find much reference to Troy in the plot summary, so she doesn't seem to be that central a character. There's some Wrath of Khan vibes with this cover, so at least it's got that going for it. C. Number 7, Masks. Okay, that mask is creepy and awesome. Points there. Picard and Riker do seem to be the leads here. It just looks kind of dated, so B. Number 8, the Captain's Honor. Picard's profile looks terrible, and the overlap between the profiles and Worf's head, super awkward. Swords are cool, not cool enough to save this one. This one's just ugly. F. Ooh, number 9, A Call to Darkness. I get that sometimes we need to reuse art to save costs, like with Geordi here from Ghost Ship, but Worf is literally a lift from the last novel. A much younger Pulaski makes her first TNG cover, so we're in season 2, right? So why are Geordi and Worf wearing red? This strange historic fantasy juxtaposition is sort of interesting, I guess, but if I saw this on a bookshelf, hard pass. D. And number 10, A Rock and a Hard Place. Depictions are pretty good, plus the inclusion of a killer snow beast is neat. That's a lot of blue though, could use some more color. Apparently a major character in this story is Quentin Stone, a replacement first officer while Riker is off on Hoth. So maybe should have had him up there instead of Troy. B tier. Alright guys, that's video number 1. Yeah, that's gonna take a few weeks I think, probably leading up to Christmas. So be sure to tune in.